Okay, well, I have made it back. Wow, that is really close. Let me I'm gonna zoom out just a touch. You don't need to be all up in here. Okay. Hello. I know this video is a little late. I'm sorry. It's taken some time to get back into the groove of life post Mexico. We had a blast. I caught some sort of itis, so if you hear that, that's what's going on. I've got some chest congestion, nose congestion. I am on the mend, but yeah, it happened about halfway through our vacation. I mean, my body was just finally like, girl, we give up, like, we surrender. So anywho, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I asked a poll question on my Facebook of what you would prefer to see. I just recently picked up the new Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, so I was going to play with that or show you basically all of the eye palettes that I've received from my subscription. So like FabFitFun, Boxy Charm, so I polled like which you would rather see, and it was the Boxy Charm FabFitFun stuff. So everything on my face today is actually from one of my prescriptions. Okay, well, welcome back. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Everything on my face is from one of my subscriptions, so Boxy Charm or FabFitFun. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you don't know me, are new to my channel, my name is Amy. If you are not new to my channel, welcome back. So I guess if you want to see me give impressions on basically all of the palettes that I have received from my subscriptions, feel free to stay tuned, keep watching, and yeah, here we go. Okay, so jumping right into it. So I have two subscriptions that I do. I do FabFitFun boxes, which are every 3 months, I believe. They usually coincide with like the season. So there's like a winter box, spring box, summer box, fall box. You get the picture. And you can customize it. Like I don't do the where you pay for the full year. It's like $199 and you do save some money doing it that way, but I don't, I'm fine with the $49.99 every, 3 months or whatever it is, and I'm fine with how much I get to customize my box. So basically you get to choose, like they'll let you choose like from this set of products, like what would you rather have. You can add on products for extra money, and it's usually like a fraction of the cost of what the product actually is retailed for. So you can do that. I really like that. Usually if there's like a palette or something that I can customize, like that's what I will grab because I am a makeup-aholic. So, yeah, and like I said, this look is solely created except for my base products, so foundation, concealer, that kind of thing. Even my brows, lipstick, everything, blush is from one of my subscriptions. Boxy Charm is a little different. I get a monthly box. I do the Boxy Luxe, so every 3 months I get a bigger box, like it has more full-size products. I really like Boxy Charm over like Ipsy because Ipsy was kind of, I didn't love it. Like I don't need the little bags. Like I'll show you. This came from Ipsy. It's great. It's a cute little bag, but you get one of these every single time they send you products, and they say that they send you like full-size samples. Let me see if I can, like, I was just, the one time I got like a full-size sample and I was shocked. That's not broken. It was not, oh, here it is. What am I going to do with this? This will get me 4 swipes across my brow. Like, so I did not, I was like, nah. For whatever, I don't even remember the difference between Boxy Charm and Ipsy, but Boxy Charm is full-size products. You get 5 in each monthly box, and they are full-size products. So I, thanks to my sister-in-law, made the switch over to that. So she was like convincing me, and I was like, I don't know. She was right. Should have listened to you sooner, girl. And that being said, one of the palettes that I will be showing you, she actually gifted me. It's just one that she doesn't wear the colors that were in it. So, but she did receive it in her Boxy Charm box. So that I will be showing you. So let's just get started. The first one I'm going to just quickly show you is one that I have shown you on my channel, and that's this one by Ace Beauty, the Vintage Dawn palette. I did my Sunset Cut Crease video with this palette, and I am wearing some of the colors again today. I love this palette. It's gorgeous. It blends, applies everything like a dream. I really have not had any issues with that palette, you know, like with any of the palettes, which brings me to my next one from Ace Beauty. This was actually the first one. This was the one that my sister-in-law gifted me with, and it's the Grandiose palette. This one is actually a little different than the Vintage Dawn. It's only, let's see, it's a different shape. So 12 shades in this one. Yes, I had to count them. And then 8 shades in this one. So it's a little bit smaller, but the colors are just gorgeous. And so, you know, like I said, these go on so nicely. I'm going to do the mattes for you first. And just, let me see if I can, yeah. So just back and forth. So that is the shade Clove. And then we're going to do the Cinnamon. And then we're going to do Poppy. And these are the matte shades. Oh, I forgot one. And this is the shade Patchouli. So you can kind of see, like, on my light skin, like, Patchouli doesn't show up necessarily like here, but that I use on like the top of my brow, like my brow highlight. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Like, that's, yeah, it's going back and forth, you know, but obviously my arm is not the same as, let's say, my eyes. And also, as I've talked to you guys about in previous videos, my eyes are darker. You know, so there's a bit of covering up to do there. Okay, I'm making a mess. So that is the matte shades. Now I want to show you these shimmer shades. These are crazy. Just go right in here on my hand. Can you see that? Hopefully, let me try it on my arm. That might be better. Like, as awkward as a position as this is, but so there's the first shimmer shade, and that is in the color Jasmine. Then we have Myrtle, and then we have Rose. Look how gorgeous that is. Like, hopefully you can see this. This is my first time doing like a first impressions like this, so obviously give me feedback. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what we need to try and work and improve on. And this is Primrose here. So, I mean, definitely like gorgeous. These are silky, silky smooth colors. They're beautiful. I really enjoy Ace Beauty. And the great thing about this is, you know, before ever doing any of my subscriptions or whatever, these are brands that I'd never really heard of. So it's not like I would go to the, you know, my store that I choose to buy makeup from. And I'm like, yeah, I really need to find this palette. And honestly, I don't think I've seen these out. Like, I don't really know where to purchase these. I will try and Google it and link it down below. So if you don't have these subscriptions, because these palettes came, you know, in previous boxes. So unless you can go to Boxy Charms, it's like they sometimes have pop-up sales and basically let you purchase for a decreased price some of the products that they'd previously put into boxes. So, so those are my first two. Love those two palettes. This next one is one of my favorites. Like, grab this quite a bit. Love this palette. And this is the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. The packaging is gorgeous. Love, love, love this. And I mean, that's crazy. I didn't even realize the names of these. Anyway, but this is what it looks like. Little mirror in the top, so that's nice. And here is the palette itself. So, I mean, pretty vibrant, bright colors. These up here are shimmers. Like, these first three are shimmers. They are gorgeous. Like, I can't. Beautiful. The other shades are a matte. I haven't reached for the matte shades as much, but these shimmers are to die for. So let me show you these. This arm is going to be like raw by the time we're done with this. And I do have the this lightest shade, this Eternal Light, on my eyes right now as like a base for some of my others. And this is just not doing it justice. Let me see. Try the back of my hand because that's a little tanner from, yeah, that's a little bit better. So that is Eternal Light. This one is Fireball right next to it. And I mean, I'm just going in with like little, like couple of swirls in the pan and then on the back of my hand. And then this one is the, let me get a clean finger, the Black Matter. Like, look how gorgeous that is. Like, let me tell you, on a smoky eye, can't be beat. Like, it's gorgeous. So, that is what I use that one for. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the mattes for you. Like I said, I don't really use the mattes all that much, but hey, like, you want to see the palette. Like, you're not going to buy a palette just for 3 shades. I mean, I have, but that's me. So the next one is Zero Gravity, and this is the first of the matte shades. Not too bad, you know, pretty good deposit of color. And then this one is, ooh, that's pretty. I should grab that more often. Lucid Dream. And these are matte, but they almost like are like silky too, so that's nice. Storm Dust is the next one, and this is just like a nice like brownish, like kind of sienna brown like color. And then this one is Lunar Eclipse. I don't know if the shade or the names really go with the shades because that doesn't really look like a lunar eclipse to me, but maybe it's like the sun behind the moon. I don't know. I don't really know what a lunar eclipse is, if we're gonna be honest. It's not my thing. Yeah. So yeah. And then we're going to go in with the last one, which is Mystic Ice. And that's nice too. Like I mean, you guys know from my last few videos, I've been feeling like bright, vibrant shades. So that's really nice. And I mean, these are just, like I said, a couple swatches in the pan and then, you know, or swirls in the pan, excuse me, and then putting it on my arm. So that's pretty good. Like I haven't had any issues with, putting those products on my eyes and then if I need to building, like that's a thing. Like I don't mind if I have to build up a little bit. What I don't love is when I have to like keep going. Like I'm just like, what you know. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is the Celestial Thunder palette from Dominique Cosmetics. That was one of my faves. Love that. I pretty much love all the palettes that I've gotten. Some of them I grab more than others. This was one that I got from Boxy Charm. Celestial Thunder from Dominique Cosmetics was also Boxy Charm. This one is Boxy Charm. This is from Dose of Color, which you can get at, I know you can get it at Ulta. I'm not sure if you can get it at Sephora, but you definitely can get these from Ulta. Ulta does carry Dose of Color. So this is the Sassy Siennas. They have a few of these and they all have different names. This is the one that came in mine. I don't get to customize that part of Boxy Charm. Like they just kind of send you whatever. So some of them, like there is some variation in what they will send you, which is fine. Like I've never been like, no thanks, but you do take a quiz before your Boxy charm. Like, you take a quiz to start the subscription, so that might have something to do with it too, because like you preference your colors. And I haven't really looked at mine since I started it, so I'm fine with everything that they send me though. And this is it. So it's basically along that, sienna range. So those browns, those neutrals, some of the like pinkier neutrals. What is happening? Why is this getting darker? Okay. Fantastic. So, I am completely fine with this. This is a cute little palette. Came with a brush. I don't ever use this. I don't know how you would use this. Like, look at this thing. Like, this is the smallest brush known to man. Like, what am I going to do with this? Is it a lip brush? Like, are you just throwing that in for the heck of it? Like, whatever. I don't use a brush. But it's got a little mirror in it. You could throw this in your bag if you're going. It could be a travel palette. Like, hey, like I want to take one thing. I can, at least do neutral looks with this. So that's going in. So I'll swatch that for you. The colors are on the back. I'm going to guess how they go, because sometimes, So this first one looks like it's called Oh So Sassy. And it's like the peachy pale pinky kind of color. And I mean, that's not bad. For like just a quick swirl in the pan and go. Like, that's pretty good. Like, that deposit. Next one is, sorry, the colors on the back. That's always annoying to me. Like, so this one is Bossy. So that's the one thing I will say, is when like the colors aren't right there. And I guess that's only annoying for me when I'm trying to explain to you guys like what I'm doing. In real life, do I care about the colors or the names of the colors? No. I care about the color on my eyeball. So that one is Bossy. And that's like the next kind of like shade, like the next darker. Like, so they kind of keep going in the shade range and get darker and darker and darker. So then the next one here is like a brownish, like a milk chocolatey kind of brown. And that is Foxy. So yeah, that's kind of like a foxy color. Let me like try and darken that one up for you. Yeah, well, it's not bad. All right, and then I need 2 hands to flip this. Brassy is the next one. And I feel like these colors do kind of go a little bit more with like the shade that they impart. Like, it's like not false advertising. Like more of a brassy, coppery shade. And obviously these shades are going to vary depending on your skin tone as well. So let me just wipe off my fingers so I can do the next swatch. Because anything, more than 5, I'm not going to swatch with my little thummy. All right, and the last color in this palette is Stay Sassy. So that one is the darkest of the shades. So, I mean, this is a really nice palette, very much like neutral colors, very much something that is like an everyday wear to me. You can create a few looks. You can do, because they're so close in like shades, and like the shade range is like, I feel like very complementary. I feel like you could definitely do some monochromatic looks. You could definitely do some brown tone smoky eyes. Like, you can do a lot with these 5 colors. So I'm not mad at it at all. So again, good, definitely good palette that came in that. Well worth it. And you know what I didn't look for, and I forgot to look for this before I started filming, so sorry, is the price points on these. So let me just grab my phone here. Okay, so just doing a quick little like Google search, went right to Dose of Colors website. So this little 5-pan palette retails on their site for $32. You pay $25 a month for BoxyCharm. You get 5 full-size products. This one alone is $38. I have gotten, like, in BoxyCharm, I've gotten an Elemis facial oil. Like, it's a rose water facial oil. Love it. that retails, I think, for like $79, and I got it in a box that cost me $25. So this is why I love BoxyCharm. It is well worth it. Like if you're a makeupaholic like I am and you're looking just to have something that lets you try new products, because that's the thing, especially with like my facial routine, like cleansing and stuff like that. Like I was not great at cleaning my face when I was younger. Now, obviously, that I'm getting a little older, it's definitely become a priority because I'm trying to take care of my skin, and it's almost like, do it ahead of time, kids, because I don't want to say it's too little too late. Obviously, that's not the case, but my skin would probably be in much better shape if I had taken the time to care for it younger in life. And that's just, it is what it is, so whatever. This is the next one I'm going to show you. This is one of my favorites. This is actually from FabFitFun. So obviously, previously, these have been from BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm, obviously, I get more makeup stuff, more palettes, because that's what it is. FabFitFun is like everything. So I've gotten like a robe, an umbrella. I've gotten just like some like salted baths, I've gotten some facial skincare stuff. The Tula probiotic facial cleanser I got from FabFitFun, I believe. And then I actually think I just got one from them in my last box. I want to say it's from Fresh, and it's like a soy cleanser. I think that one was in my FabFitFun box, my last one. So I do see more brands that I recognize in my FabFitFun box. Like this one is from Beauty Bakery. Not hugely, out there yet. I think that their setting powder, it like looks like flour, I think is the packaging. I don't know. I've been curious about it. Ulta doesn't carry it in the store. So this one though, how cute is this? Like, proof is in the pudding, and all of the names are like rice pudding, chai pudding, bread pudding. So like they all are pudding names, and like they're just along the neutral side. I haven't gotten any palettes that were like, whoa, like, like these colors are crazy. These work for everybody, I feel like. So, they're very, very neutral. So this is that rice pudding. Again, very, very light, even on my white skin though here, like on my underarm. And it does have a little bit of color from Mexico. Not much. Didn't do the whole like, oh, hold your arms up and tan evenly. Anyway, but this does show up. Again, I would use this right on my like brow bone here to highlight. So just as good, it works. It's great. And then the next one we're going to do is bread pudding. I'm showing you the mats here first. So bread pudding is a little bit darker, still good, like still pretty nice. And then down to mango pudding. I don't know if I've ever had a mango pudding, but it sounds delish. And it's, it's a mango. It's a nice little orangey shade. Like these are all, again, very complementary shades along the same shade range, so nothing too crazy. The next one is Nana pudding. And this one is just a little darker. Gosh, you can't even see that one. I don't know how to... Let's try that on the back of my hand again. Let's see if that'll show up here. Maybe like here? No, you can't even see it. Well, Nana pudding just does not want to be shown. Can you see that, guys? Gosh, I'm sorry. Like you can barely see that one on my skin. It is almost identical to the shade of my skin. So, it's this one right here though. Like this is the shade. You can see how light that is. So, I mean, it's a very light color, but it works well as a transition shade. I want to say I've used that one before. So, like a lot of these palettes are the palettes that I pick up when I'm heading to work, because they're so neutral and they're quick and I can throw them on, and I'm not gonna, be a glamazon while I'm at work. Not that you can't do that. That's perfectly fine. And then the last one is warm cocoa. So this is warm cocoa. Yeah. So again, like these aren't it's not the craziest pigmented palette. Like this is definitely one that you're going to have to build a little bit. But it's not like, oh my gosh, these colors don't show up, like blah, blah, blah. No, it's fine. Like it works beautifully. And the shimmers in here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually switch arms because this one's getting a little like gross. So the shimmers in here are gorgeous. They're smooth, they're buttery, they're silky, like all of those good like texture feelings about shimmers. This has it. So the first one is butterscotched. Do that one right here. Can you see that? No, a little bit. Like you can kind of see that little shimmer there. Again, about the same color as my body, so makes it a little tough to show up. The next one is chai pudding. And that one's really, really pretty golden shade. Hopefully my battery does not die because it's like blinking at me. That's unfortunate. I don't have a backup battery. Boo. Okay, the next one is spiced caramel. Right there. And it is kind of like a lighter goldy color. And then the last one of the shimmers is almond jelly. And this is like a darker shimmer. I will tell you, that's gorgeous. I love these darker shimmers. I don't really know if I know how to use darker shimmers. This eye look today was actually the first time that I've kind of used darker shimmers when it came to like a halo type look. So, you know, still something that I'm learning how to do. So yeah. So that is Proof is in the Pudding by Beauty Bakery. Again, this is in FabFitFun. This one I think retailed for like $26.60 or something like that. You pay, like I said, $49.99 per box. So one product that I got was $26. And I can tell you I get full-size products, and I want to say I get like 10 or something, you know, something crazy. So also a good deal. The next one that I got, this one I got from my Boxy Luxe box, and I'm not going to swatch all of these for you. I'm just probably, for time's sake, just going to swatch like one of the mattes, because obviously if one swatches that way, usually they all do. You know, it's not a bad palette. This is by Storybook Cosmetics, and it's Fairy Tales, and this is the Little Briar Rose palette. They came out with a bunch of different ones, I think. So this is the one that I got in my Boxy Luxe. It's cute. Like the packaging's really cute. It's like a little book, like a little fairy tale book. And this is the color scheme here. All the names: Briar Rose, Spindle, Talia, Castle, Prince, Grimm, like all fairy tale, you know, fairy book type names. And it's a pretty unique color story, you know, like there's not, I don't get a lot of these that I'm just like, okay. So some of the colors that I really like, this shimmer blue, gorgeous. This shimmer silver, gorgeous. You know, and then like some of these, like the, you know, kind of there, it's like a mauvey, rosy color, like that's beautiful. And this like, Kiss, like that's a shimmery goldy pink. Like that's pretty cool. I'm gonna swatch that one for you because actually I don't use that one all that often. And I say it's like a shimmer, but it's not. It's like it's a matte, but it's got flecks of gold in it. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna try and get this close because I don't know if that's coming up on the camera, like those flecks of gold on my little pale arm. But let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Like that Kiss has got like the flecks of gold right in the palette. So that is, it's beautiful. And that's a matte. Then let's do Thorn, which is that mauvey rosy color, like purpley. Pretty gorgeous. I've used that one before going to work as well. And then this is Castle. That's that shimmery blue. Like, and I mean, they're again, silky, buttery, like very good quality. You know, it's cute packaging. It's just fun to get. It's fun when you get those boxes and you unwrap it. Like I said, I always unwrap these and like tear them apart, and I'm like, where's my palettes? You know, where's the makeup? Because that's what I love to play with. So that is by Storybook Cosmetics, Fairy Tales. And again, these full size. There's how many? 12 shades in here. 12 shades. Can't beat that. So, beautiful. All right, the last one is by Violet Voss. I think this is the second palette I ever got. Like, this was the first palette that I got on my own. So my sister-in-law gave me one, and I was like, yeah, I really need to do BoxyCharm. Like, especially after, like I said, the Ipsy, because those were itty bitty. That's why they're itsy bitsy. But Ipsy, like, after that, I was just like kind of disappointed with that. So this was the first palette I got on my own. I will say the colors are pretty, like, whoa, you know, they're pretty good, like pretty intense. I grabbed this palette. I was like, yes, I'm going to use this palette. Oh, I just like dug the bejesus out of that. Okay. That's unfortunate. But I grabbed this and I was not impressed. I don't know if I've given this a fair shake. Like, I tried this and it didn't show good pigment on my skin for some reason. And like now swatching it, like, I don't know, like, it looks a lot better. So I may have to give this a good shake and a good try again. Like, it's got some shimmers, it's got some mattes. You know, wow, that pink like just went on there like a fiend. And I think, honestly, the thing that I hated most about this one was the black. This just flat matte black color. And see, it is kind of still, like, it's not the greatest black. Like, there are other blacks out there that you can grab. This one just is too patchy for me. It's not, you know, very intense. Like, and blacks are already kind of hard to work with. So, I mean, you can build it, and I guess that's great if you're looking to, you know, go easy. That's not ever really been how I apply black, which, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just how I do it. Like, I usually put down what I'm going to put down, and then I blend it out. You know, so there are other blacks that I think are a little bit more, they're just more, you know, they're just, for me, they work better. Jaclyn Hill's black in her Dark Magic. I think it's a Dark Magic. That's a pretty good black. Which one did I use? I think I used the James Charles palette. That one was very good too. So this palette, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't impressed with this when I first got it. I may not have given it a good shake. I may have to reach for this again and give it a whirl. If you want to see me do that on camera, definitely let me know. We'll try it out together. And that one is Essentials by Violet Voss. Like I said, I'm not sure I've given this palette a good shake, but I wasn't impressed with how it laid down on my eyes when I first used it. So, yes, so that is it. That is all my eyeshadow palettes so far from my subscriptions. Just recently, I did get my BoxyCharm. Like, it was waiting for me when I got back from Mexico. I was so excited. Like, I made my husband go get the mail. I'm like, go get the mail. They have my BoxyCharm box. So I got a couple of new brushes, and these are by Alamar. I've never heard of them. And they're nice brushes. They're very soft. The bristles are good. I have used these. They work great. I used them today on my face. So, you know, it laid it down. It did its thing. So, and I like the handles are nice. They have a good aesthetic. Like, these are good. I don't know. I get the digital card now on BoxyCharm. Like, they don't send it in the box anymore. So, and you used to get like a card in there telling you exactly how much each product was. Sorry guys, my nose is so stuffy. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, my virtual card insert right here. So these brushes, for 3 of these, when this finally loads and kills the rest of the battery that I have on my camera. Yeah, so case in point, I got a Kate Somerville peptide serum. Not to go into detail, that product alone was $98. Retail price, like $98. I paid $25 for my box, and this isn't a Boxy Luxe box. This is just the standard monthly thing, so good deal. These 3, it's a complexion brush trio, vegan, cruelty-free, 3 in a set. bronzer brush, complexion brush, and brightening brush, suitable for all skin types, $36. Again, I paid $25 a month. Like, that's it. I spend more on a trip to Ulta. Really. Like, you can't get out of that place without dropping $100, I feel. Maybe that's just me. This little guy fits perfect right under here. It has taken setting my under eye to whole new levels. Love it. This is the brightening brush. Complexion brush. Bronzer brush. And this one's like weird because it's got like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like raised. It's got like little dimples in it. It's like pretty unique. I was just like, is that supposed to be that way? I don't know, but it is. Anyway, so that I used today on my cheeks. I got this. This is also a Boxy charm. This is Trip for Two. It is a bronzer blush duo. I do not use a bronzer. This is too light, even for my skin tone, to be a bronzer. Like, I don't know who this would be a bronzer for. Maybe to set under eye. I don't know. It's just, it's too late. It's too late. But this Bellini blush, it's like a pinky. Love it. That's some of my little cheekies today. And then I got this Laura Geller highlighter, like high def glow illuminator duo, heart of gold. So there's a shimmer and a sparkle. Sparkle. Shimmer. Yes. Shimmer I have on my, obviously as my highlight. And then I use the sparkle actually right on my lips to brighten that up because I am wearing Dose of Color in the color Date Night. We just had Valentine's Day a week ago. This was an opportunity missed. I actually took this with me to Mexico because I only brought like really, really bright shades, but I get scared with reds. So I did not wear it because I'm like, here's what's going to happen. It's going to be all over the place. I'm going to be in public. It's not a thing I'm going to be able to do about it. So I didn't wear this shade, but I wish I had because I am wearing it tonight. It is gorgeous. It dries down matte. I'm not worried about it transferring. And even my brows, like this is the Microblade Effect Brow Pen by Billion Dollar Brows. It's cute. Like, it's in the shade dark, which I was just like, my brows are not dark. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's like the pencil kind of mimics like fine little hairs. And this is in the shade dark, and I think that it did a pretty good job matching like my actual natural shade of my brows. I usually use like a blonde pencil. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. Like every product, like right when I'm like, at first I see some of these ones and I'm like, it's kind of weird, and I use it and I love it. Underneath my makeup, this was in one of my boxes, and usually the boxes do have like a theme for BoxyCharm, or at least they used to. Maybe this one, because I feel like they are kind of changing things up. But I got this holographic stick. Now, disclaimer, this is from Milk. I actually had one of these previously in a different color. This one is Supernova. This is the one that I used today, though, because I only wanted to use products that I've gotten in my subscription. So FabFitFun or BoxyCharm. I have another one of this in like a caramely like holographic color. I put these on underneath my makeup and then put my foundation on top of it, so it's almost like an internal glow, just to give me a little bit more something. So that is it. That is what I'm wearing today. That is my video. Sorry it's a little late. I know it's past noon. It is on Friday. Hopefully I get this up today, if not tomorrow. But like I said, I'm just trying to get my feet back underneath me being back home. But yeah, so as requested by some, that is just kind of a first impressions of the palettes that I get from BoxyCharm and FabFitFun. As far as first impressions or impressions of my subscriptions, obviously I pay for them, so I love them. I'm not going to spend money if I don't want to, or if I don't think that it's worth it. Our money is precious. We work hard for it, so I personally think that it is well worth the money that I spend for what I get, you know, and it does introduce me to new brands, new products that are must-haves for me now. Like that LMS rose oil that I was talking about, like I haven't seen that one on the market, at least at Ulta, where I live. I don't have a Sephora super close, so I will have to check the next time I buy a Sephora to see if it's there, but I couldn't find that at Ulta, and I was like bummed, but there was another oil there that, like I said, it was $79, and I'm pretty sure if I remember the card correctly, that one was also $75. So like I said, that is now a must-have, and I'm going to have to, like, save my ducats for that. But, anywho, that is it. That is what we have for you today. If you like me, want to see more of me, thank you. Thanks for hanging in there and watching this video. But you can slide over to my other socials. Again, I am just trying to start getting those up and running. It's tough for me time-wise to really put a lot of good content in there. I don't want to put stuff up there just to put stuff up there or fill things. I want it to be something that's meaningful or helpful to people that follow those or follow my socials. So Facebook is unofficial Amy Adams, or at the unofficial Amy Adams there, because I am not the Amy Adams. Not unofficial. And then Instagram is a Marie Artistry 19. So it's like a.Marie Artistry 19. I will obviously at the end of this have those somewhere on the screen down here. But yes, if you want to see more of me, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button on this video to let me know you like to see content like this. Also, hit the little bell notifications, let you know when I put new videos out. And then just also, you know, leave comments. Anything is good. Obviously, all feedback is good feedback. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking in there with me. Hopefully you like this video, and I will see you soon.